Dear friends, we are glad to connect with you through another short message on title, You Are Foreknown and Formed by God. Have you ever wondered whether your life has a purpose or if your existence is simply the result of chance? In this video, we will discover from Jeremiah 1 verse 5 that we are foreknown by God, formed by God, and created for His glorious purpose, giving us hope, identity, and confidence in every season of life.
In Jeremiah 1 verse 5, God says, "Before I formed you in the womb I knew you." This reveals two profound truths about our lives: God foreknew us and God formed us. Our lives are not the result of chance or accident. We exist because of God's intentional design and sovereign purpose. We are foreknown by God, formed by God, and created for His purpose. Our lives are not accidents, they are the result of God's loving design and sovereign plan. Being foreknown by God means we are eternally known and loved by Him. God knew us before we were born. Being formed by God means He intentionally created us with dignity, value, and unique gifts. We are fearfully and wonderfully made because God Himself is our Creator. Psalm 139 verses 13 to 16 declares that God knit us together in our mother's womb and saw us even before our bodies were fully formed. While science explains the biological processes of our development, Scripture reveals the divine author behind those processes. Knowing that we are foreknown and formed by God does not guarantee perfect health or equal opportunities, but it does assure us that we have immeasurable value before God. Whatever our abilities or circumstances, God can work through our lives for His glory and His purposes. His grace is sufficient for us in every circumstance. God has a purpose for each of our lives within the circumstances in which we live. Scripture does not teach that everyone begins life with the same opportunities, but it does teach that God is perfectly just. He calls each of us to be faithful where He has placed us and will judge us with perfect righteousness according to the opportunities and responsibilities He has entrusted to us. Being foreknown and formed by God means that we are not the product of blind chance. God created us with dignity, value, and unique gifts. Rather than comparing ourselves with others, we should faithfully fulfill the purpose God has given each of us. Being foreknown and formed by God does not mean we will be free from suffering. We live in a fallen world where sin has brought pain, sickness, injustice, and death. Yet our suffering is never hidden from God. He often uses trials to strengthen our faith, develop perseverance, deepen our dependence on Him, and accomplish His redemptive purposes. Knowing that we are foreknown and formed by God gives us a secure identity. It gives us confidence in God's unfailing love, purpose for living, comfort in suffering, and assurance for the future. The God who knew us before our birth continues to guide us, sustain us, and work through every circumstance of our lives. Our lives are not accidents but the result of God's loving design and sovereign plan. Therefore, let us trust Him, live faithfully for His glory, and rest in the assurance that He who formed us will also fulfill His purpose for our lives.
Dear friends, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. We hope this message has encouraged and blessed you. This message is brought to you by Ywaev, Youth with an Eternity Vision, a youth-centered ministry based in Bangalore.